Welcome back, true believers and spectacular Spidey fans, to another Spider-Man PS4 related video, and this time it's very interesting. Now, before I didn't particularly believe this, and I actually thought that this certain character slash villain would probably not be included within this game, within Spider-Man PS4. However, given what an amazing Spidey Squad member, No Punisher, also known as Real Andrew Ped, on Twitter. I'm going to put the link to his YouTube channel, Twitter, and his most recent YouTube video in regards to this topic in the description, so you can go check him out. He deserves all of your support, and this is insane. So I did not believe this at all whatsoever, and I still kind of find it really intriguing. And again, take this with a grain of salt. Again, this is as speculation as it comes. When it comes to you guys saying that I over-speculate, over-analyze, this fully is over-analyzing, over-speculating, really looking into everything because of how, again, we haven't had any news, haven't had any information from Insomniac, no updates on when we will see the game next, nothing like that. And all of a sudden, again, amazing No Punisher was just going through the trailer again, the awesome Spider-Man PS4 trailer, once again, like we all are, watching it over and over again daily. And he stops at that moment where Spider-Man dives through the debris to chase after that truck that the inner demons are driving. And in the background, he sees what appears to be a ginormous figure of sand that looks like a human. And if you don't know what I mean, take Spider-Man 3, for example, the movie, where at the end of that movie, in the finale, in the construction site, Sandman is this giant mass of sand. He's huge, he's ginormous, he teams up with Venom to take out Spider-Man and New Goblin. And he's huge, right? He's a giant mass of sand, and he's like a monster. And this, apparently, is what No Punisher discovered in this trailer. Now, what I thought it was a bridge in New York. Specifically, out of all the other bridges, I thought it would be the Queensboro Bridge, because of how the structure of the bridge is the most similar that I could find in regards to architectural landmarks within New York City. And again, if you did not know, Insomniac is going 1-to-1 scale in regards to the city. They are going so in-depth, so amazingly detailed with every aspect of the city. Amazing find from another Spidey Squad member, Spidey Stretch, and also a lot of our members in Discord, on our Spidey Squad Discord, which you must join. And I do apologize. I've read all your comments on YouTube, and I've seen all your tweets that there have been people trying to join our Discord, and the link has expired, and I'm very sorry about that. I'm going to put the link in this video, so it's a renewed link so you can join our Discord, which I want you guys to join because we love communicating with you guys. But regardless, Spidey Stretch found the exact same cafe that Spider-Man parkours through real life in New York City. He went on Google Images, he was going through certain streets in New York, and he found Spring Street and also the cafe, the coffee shop that Spider-Man parkoured through, which is insane. Now, how does this relate to Sandman possibly being the character or the villain that is in this part of the trailer? Which, the specific part, again, is the scene where Spider-Man dives through that debris field, and then you see the zoom in of him sideways with him squinting his eyes, and then it cuts to the four flashes of him trying to catch up to that truck. The scene right before he does that suplex move to that guy where he slams him down, which again, another response to my last video in regards to the Ryan Penagos random GIF. I know that scene where Spider-Man throws the generator, the circuit breaker at those thugs, I know that scene is from the trailer, guys. I've seen that trailer a million times, probably more than you guys have. I know that that's from the trailer. I was just saying that is so random that not only out of all the other scenes in the trailer that he decided to post that scene where Spider-Man is throwing the circuit breaker, but it's also weird that he just posted it out of the blue, out of nowhere. So in this regard, it's crazy. So again, I thought in the background it was a bridge, because you see this tan, tall, thin structure in the background. If you can barely make it out, if you take in a close zoom-in shot of this structure, I'm going to put these pictures in the video too so you can see them. But you see the background, it looks tall and thin like a bridge. But then in the front, you see this darker tan, like this browner light brown figure that's kind of dark, like almost the sun is hitting its body to create like a shadow. And then on the left arm, it's like sticking out, like extending to the left. And then the right arm is going directly downward, and it looks like it's making a giant sand fist. Not only that, it's even more interesting because the debris that you see, that this construction awning site that he's diving through, that Spider-Man's diving through, on the little middle section of it, you see some brown splurts, like a little tiny brown splurt of what looks like to be some sand popping up. And yeah, that could just be paint, or it could just be some object getting knocked over. I get it. But if you look at another freeze frame shot of Spider-Man doing that scene right before he slams that thug into the ground, the 4 cuts and stuff, you see that scene where you see the truck and you see Spider-Man in the air, and you see some paint cans, some green paint cans that are being spilled over, and a ladder that's, you know, just getting caught in the action. And also, above the truck and below Spider-Man, you see 2 little splurts of dirt or sand. It's really interesting. And again, the confirmed villains that we know for sure, the official one that we do know officially that will be in the game is Mr. Negative and the Inner Demons. Now, the other villain that is hinted at being in the game, or an antagonist at least, is Norman Osborn, because of how he is running for mayor. A lot of people think it says Harry Osborn running for mayor, but it is Norman Osborn running for mayor, which is really awesome. So if Norman Osborn does in fact turn into the Green Goblin, we don't know. If he's just going to be a side character for another plot that's going to happen in the game, we don't know. But this fact, that again, this is going to be a realistic take on Spider-Man, this is a grounded universe, all that jazz. But if they take a character like Sandman and put him in next gen, it's going to be really cool, especially seeing how it looks like he's the giant version of Sandman. So if we're going to fight him as the normal size, Flint Marko, and then he's going to turn even bigger, that's going to be crazy. And it looks like we're chasing after him because, again, in the trailer, you see Spider-Man squint his eyes twice. First in the beginning of the game where we first see the shot of him on the wall in the trailer, and then the second shot where he's diving through the debris to catch after these inner demons, which apparently might be him going after Sandman, and these inner demons might just be in the way. So if that is the case, we could be looking at some really dynamic, action-packed blockbuster set pieces like the game intends. That in the description of the game, it says that we will have blockbuster set pieces for this game. And what better other blockbuster character to use for a blockbuster set piece than a giant-sized Sandman? I think it'd be really cool if they did that. So again, huge shout-out to Spidey Stretch, No Punisher mainly for finding this, and also the entire Spidey squad. You all mean the world to me. All you viewers mean the world to me, and I hope this video was informational. Again, this is just speculation. It could be everything. It could actually be Sandman the game. It could mean nothing, but the fact that Insomniac is so quiet about everything, this is all we can do for now, is just analyze anything we can find and just speculate. So I hope you understand. Stay spectacular, everybody. Peace out.